Hi, it's Nora. I want to share with you another one of my favorite models. And this one is interesting because it has to do with a topic that most of us are really nervous talking about in the workplace, and that's emotions. So let me share with you the major moods model. And let me walk through this with you. First of all, a mood is similar to an emotion. It tends to be an emotional state that lasts for a period of time. And oftentimes we're not even aware we're in these moods. Sometimes somebody actually has to just nudge us and say, man, you're in a mood lately, right? So these are the moods that we often see, especially in work environments. You'll see across the top, we have three different states. And facts really represents reality, the state of reality. Then we have possibilities, things that could take place, that could happen. And then we have the unknown, things that we don't know about yet. And as humans, we have two options. We can either accept or reject them. And what ends up happening is that we fall into these other emotional states, these moods, depending on whether we accept or reject these states. So, for example, let's say the fact is that you were not promoted to the next level on your hierarchy or in your hierarchy at work. That is a fact. You were not promoted. You can accept that fact and you can be at peace with it. And when you're at peace, that just as an emotion enables you to do all sorts of things. You can work harder. You can go learn about what you need to do in order to get promoted next time. You can ask yourself questions about whether or not you even really want to be promoted. Peace opens up all sorts of actions and makes them available to us. Now, there's somebody out there, I'm sure, who's going to reject the fact that they didn't get promoted. They're going to be really unhappy about it, and they are going to resist the fact that they did not get promoted. What happens to them? They fall into resentfulness. And resentfulness is not the best place to be because it tends to lead to sabotage. Sabotage of the self or sabotage of the team or projects that are going on. It may not be overt. It may be more subtle. It may come across as just dragging of the feet or really backstabbing someone or not being verbally supportive of someone or a project. But that's what happens when somebody rejects facts. They fall into the state of resentfulness. There are also possibilities out there. If you can accept possibilities, then you can be ambitious about it. And when we talk about ambitious, we're not just talking about climbing the ladder in your organization. We're talking about going after every possibility that exists. That is what ambition is all about. But if you reject possibilities, you become resigned. And you think, oh, that's never going to work. We tried that before. Oh, that possibility doesn't exist. These people tend to become very cynical. The people who are resigned, they're resigned to how things are right now. They're not open to those possibilities. And then we have things that are unknown, nobody knows about. And if you can accept that there are those things out there that have yet to happen, that we don't have any information about, you can be curious. You can be interested and ask questions and guess and ask things like, what if? But if you reject the unknown, then you tend to fall into the state of anxiety. Like, oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to me? It's very fear-based. Actually, those three states along the bottom, resentfulness, resignation, anxiety, those three moods are very fear-based. So when I'm working with my clients, my leaders, and helping them lead their teams or work with people who are stuck, we use this model. It turns out to be incredibly helpful. If you'd like to learn more about my leadership and executive coaching and more about the models that I have, or any of the other workshops that I have available, please go ahead and reach out, contact me through the website, and let's talk. Thanks so much.